Hey guys, so I'm in my playground and I'm going to do a video about boom boom boom. I'm going to talk about the 5 top suggestions on how to lose weight on keto, or the 5 little need to knows. So basically, because I get this question all the time, I mean, really, I'd like to talk about 5 things that how keto would improve your health. Yeah! But I get the weight loss question, and I get it, because we become so darn glucose dependent, and a lot of people don't understand that the body doesn't like too much glucose. So I've said that in probably around, I don't know, 15 videos, that the reason why people develop diabetes is because they have a condition of too high blood sugar, because our hunter-gatherer ancestors did not eat from friggin' bread trees or potato chip trees. They ate what they could gather and what they hunted. And basically, they went after the fatty bits of an animal, and they went for the most nutrient-dense parts of the animal. You know, like the eyeballs and the brain and the tongue and the liver, yummy, and the kidneys, and just whatever was chock full with vitamins, which are our fat-soluble vitamins. Yay! Okay, let's get on to it, because I'm doing this DL behind a little machine here, and I'm just trying to be on the DL. Okay, so here we go. So last video I said the number one reason, or number one way to lose weight is sleep. You guys, you have to sleep. And the reason why I talk about that is people don't understand we're actually on a biorhythm, or circadian rhythm, if you like it or not. We have these things in our cells called cryptochromes, and they can sense light, even if your eyeballs are shut. So, and they're in our eyes, and they're in our skin, they're everywhere. And so they go and can sense light, and when it's light, you're producing things to wake you up, like cortisol. And when it's dark, cortisol goes down and melatonin goes up, and those are chemicals to keep us alive and healthy and balanced. But we're not, because we have inverted cortisol, and our cortisol is high at night. And that's why people are like, oh, I'm just the most creative at night. But you've trained your body to do that, and your hormones secrete out of order, you guys. To be like a little kid, like, yeah. And then you get super tired and you want to sleep. Children are perfect to watch. And another really great thing is that they're very in touch with their nervous system, so they need no caffeine. So another weight loss tip is to get rid of your caffeine and allow. So a lot of people got to understand. They're like, oh, but caffeine is also thought as a way to lose weight. But I'm trying to tell you, most people out there who are adults, especially in the United States, have metabolic damage. That means their thyroid, their adrenals, their muscular system, their reproductive system might be, oh my goodness, damaged. And if it's damaged, it's clogged up, it needs to be unclogged. Your liver, a lot of people have like gooky livers, their bowels. So caffeine, it overstimulates your adrenals. We don't want that. No, we don't want that. We want the business. Okay, here we go. So get rid of your caffeine. You have a hard time keto adapting on caffeine, and when your adrenals can heal, yep, and your hormones know what to do, you are going to drop fat. Bam! Okay, another tip that I want to tell you guys is don't eat too much protein, because believe it or not, protein can be reconverted back into sugar. And when your brain is trying to get into ketosis and you keep putting sugar in it, protein converted into sugar, that's a problem. That's a problem, guys. So that's another tip. So make sure that you have enough of your amino acids, the profile, to repair muscle tissue. But you also don't want to have too much to convert via gluconeogenesis back into sugar. Okay, guys, another thing, which I sort of mentioned, was you've got to clean out your darn colon. What's going on with you guys who are constipated? Yeah, all that glucose all stuck up in there? That's where your second brain is. Your large intestine, that's the second brain. And when that stuff's all gooked up, you're gooked up and everything's plugged up because the neck bone is connected to the toe bone. It's all connected. All your whole body is completely connected. So get your liver and your bowels cleaned up. Get some healthy, fermented veggies in there, and maybe do a high-quality probiotic, and you cycle it 2 months, off 1 month. You never do it straight through because you don't want to overpopulate with good bacteria, because that's also a problem. Okay. Remember, I'm trying to keep this on the little CPD. Okay. The other thing I want you guys to consider is your vitamins and minerals. Yeah? If your body feels stressed out and you don't have enough chromium, zinc, selenium, iodine, magnesium, potassium, the fat-soluble vitamins in your system, vitamin C, you probably aren't gonna adapt. I'm just saying. It's like people really gotta realize, like, they just drop their carbs and up their fats, and they're expecting like magic. They're like, okay, where's the weight? Come on, Steph, where's the weight? Where's the weight? Where I'm trying to point at a watch that isn't there. Silly me. So you have to. Kind of what I suggest is to, if you've never tried the ketogenic diet before and you've been eating a lot of processed foods, I would graduate yourself down and go from white to more sweet vegetables like pumpkin, and to squash, sweet potato, before you actually take the hop over to ketosis land. What else? Boom! Exercise. So I have these consultations because I keto coach. I've been saying in the last couple of videos that, yeah, I agree that the word coach is pretty lame, but you guys get the picture. So I keto coach. You can check me out at stephanieperson.com. And for those who are going to my old Facebook, it's packed. I can't let any more of you in, and you just keep adding me as a friend request to go to my fan page. Yay! Go to Stephanie Person, or no, shoot, I keep saying it wrong. Stephanie the Business Person, and I can add as many people there, and I will soon only be posting on that platform. Okay, here we go. So what else? So we need to exercise. We want to become insulin sensitive. We want to, because people who are insulin resistant, like that's, you got to get that under control, y'all. You got to get your sex hormones in order, and that's another one. You got to get your reproductive system on track. So that's another weight loss tip, is to get your reproductive system on track by eating enough fat, saturated fat. But when it comes to exercise, you guys, you're not going to adapt very well if you change your nutrition and then sit at home, or go sit at your office, or have a shift job. It's not going to work. You want your you have these GLUT4 insulin receptors that pop out, and they're like, and they gobble up all the glucose. We can't have the two fuel sources hanging around, because glucose, it will always win, because we've been glucose dependent all our entire lives. It's what your brain is addicted to, it's what your body is addicted to, and we want to be addicted to the ketones, because when you don't eat, like I said before, you can go to the restaurant of your belly and have a lunch without suffering any hypoglycemia. And what does hypoglycemia do? It creates a thyroid disorder. And what have I learned from all of my consultations and coaching sessions from around the world? A lot of people have thyroid disorder, they have Hashimoto's, they have hypothyroidism. It's not pretty, you don't want to go there. I mean, you guys don't even know. I'm trying to keep this girl out of that, but she keeps just like wanting to be in the background. So let's get her out of the background. Okay, you guys got to. I was talking about detoxing before. You also have to think about allergens, like heavy metals, like amalgam fillings in the mouth. You have to get rid of them. And a great way to heavy metal detox from lead and mercury and cadmium is chlorella. It's an algae. It's fantastic. It's the poor man's way to pull the metal out of the cell, because it just won't come out on its own. Oh, you guys, you go to remove your amalgam fillings, your mercury fillings, the silver ones from your mouth, and you think it's gone? It's lodged into your cells, giving you poison over time, unless you're going to a holistic dentist, and they're like $1,000 a tooth. If you just go to your normal dentist to have them removed and the plastic stuff put in, that metal is now in you. So you need to detox by getting some chlorella and cilantro. Yes, chlorella and cilantro work really great hand in hand to pull heavy metal toxins out of your body, because if you have any fires in your body, you won't adapt and you won't lose weight. So you guys, those are my weight loss tips. And of course, the number one, I said before it was sleep, but the number one way to lose weight is your personality. Because you guys your body is a reflection of your mind. I hear so much, I can't quit coffee, I don't want to give up my cheese. Yes, I'm going to change my food list on my site, because I realize that people have an allergic reaction to the casein in cheese and dairy. So go out there and get some coconut milk, or they call it coconut cream instead, if you want to make a sort of like fatty tea, herbal tea that is. Okay guys, those are my weight loss tips. I could say other stupid things like lower your calories, but I'll never do that, because a calorie is not a calorie. Our body does not do mathematical equations. Everybody's bodies are different, and a piece of meat in comparison to a cracker, if they're both 100 calories, for example, they're not going to burn the same, and your metabolism, every individual has a genetic expression that's very unique and different from the next. So remember, at 46, going on 47, my body looks like this, not because I was born with like these great genes, it was because I learned how to express my genes and manipulate my genes in a way to still make me young. Because I've been in ketosis now for almost 5 years with no reheating. A lot of people talk about the debate of doing cyclic ketosis. I really feel that this whole carb cycling, where you don't eat carbs for 5 days and you reload on the weekends, creates a lot of issues, because you get from low carb to high carb. You don't really enter a highly adapted keto state, or state of ketosis, because it takes a while to actually even get your brain to get rid of its addiction and then cross that bridge over to ketosis land. It doesn't happen in 5 days. So what you are is low carb. And you know what, you guys, we're going to talk about intermittent fasting. That's another way that you can drop weight, but you cannot intermittent fast. Even though I keep seeing listening to podcasts and videos and reading articles about how great intermittent fasting is and going 16 hours without eating, BS. If you have any metabolic derangement, which most people do, sorry guys, most adults, you can't fast, because if you already have issues with your thyroid, if you're producing thyroid hormone T3, but it's not going in the cell, then that's a problem. If you have adrenal overload, if you have elevated cortisol, or if your cortisol is in the wrong order, then fasting won't work for you. It can't. If you go from processed food to not eating at all, I keep seeing Dr. Mercola talk about fasting and how great it is, but he's not contextualizing it. You have to be healthy before you fast. Even though our hunter-gatherers fasted, they fasted all the time, but they were eating real whole food. They weren't eating processed food. Their brain wasn't so freaking addicted to glucose. So when they went through fits of famine, their bodies understood. That epigenetics, that gene expression, understood what was coming next. Our asses eating all that sugar and processed foods and chemicals and toxins, they don't understand, and all that stress thing. The hunter-gatherers, they had like surviving stress. We have stress because somebody texted us that we don't like. From death in the family to bills, serious things, to even light things in our internal body. It's all the same. Stress is stress is stress, and it'll tear and rip your body apart, literally. So if you're going to fast and you have a taxed thyroid, you have low leptin, you have all of these issues, the guys, if their testosterone is low, if you have all of these bowel issues, if your large intestine is just caked with gook, if your liver's clogged up, you can't fast. The body doesn't know what to do. So think about that, you guys. Intermittent fasting would be another one, but that's another video. Okay, you guys, I'm so freaking excited. I got to get away from this spot, and I got to let you guys know I'm excited. Yeah. Okay, that's it. I just wanted to do a quick video. I've just finished my 3-hour workout. It was hard, yo. And I want to tell you guys, you can gain muscle and you can get your pump back. Because at 46, I've gained 10 pounds in a year of muscle. If you don't believe me, go check out my videos, because you're going to start to see the difference in how freaking douche I've become as a woman, and I think women have something like 40% less testosterone, and I'm still freaking getting more muscular. On keto. No repeating. Okay, guys, that's it.